Hello there, my name is Chase Floyd, and today I am interviewing a very special guest. You probably know him best as Joey Gladstone from Full House. I want you all to give a big round of applause for Mr. Dave Coulier. So Dave, let's get started right away. What have you been up to lately? I heard you've been doing a lot of college dates.
Doing a lot of college dates. I hadn't gone and done any college dates until a few years ago, and I was slated to play a school in upstate New York, and I was supposed to play an 800-seat theater, and about 3,000 students showed up, and I thought it was a fluke, and then I said, I'm going to check out this college thing again. I went out and I did another college, and kind of the same thing happened. And I said, well, you know, I was telling a friend of mine, a fellow comedian friend, and he said, well, you got to remember, the people who are in college now, you're their television generation that they grew up watching. And I said, duh, gee, I forgot about that. So I've been playing a lot of colleges. It's a blast. I don't have to worry about selling tickets or a promoter or smoky nightclub drunks. I can show up, instant audience, and I get to do one show. I don't have to get up early and promote on the radio or anything like that. It's great, a lot of fun.
Interesting. What kind of comedy do people expect from you?
You know, I mix it up. It's very eclectic. It's kind of observational humor and, you know, voices and sound effects and characters and impressions. Kind of, I don't know, it's all kind of jumbled around.
Was it hard being a clean comedian and having to work with Bob Saget, who was a very off-color comedian?
Yeah, well, you know, Bob has always been filthy. Bob is my filthy Jewish sister. He's always been filthy, but he's one of the funniest people I know in the whole world, and he's always been that way. And we were friends well before Full House, and so I knew what a great comedian Bob was at the the comedy club level, and then all of a sudden we end up on this TV series together. And the strange thing about Full House is that my character Joey moves into Danny Tanner's house, and I live under the stairs in the alcove. I actually lived on Bob's couch for like 3 weeks at one point when I was between apartments in LA. So it was really kind of, art imitating life. It was very strange.
Since Bob seems to be the opposite of his character from Full House in real life, do people ever expect you to be the opposite of Uncle Joey?
No, I don't think people really, expect that from me. I think they expect more of Bob to be filthy than they do, me to be the opposite. Bob has worked very hard to be filthy. He's, really tried to steer away from his Full House and America's Funniest Home Video image, and he's done a really good job.
So, tell us about the other projects you've been working on recently.
When I did 7 college dates in 8 days a few months ago, and what I did was I sent letters to the campuses, and I said, I'm going to be shooting a movie called Cut It Out, and basically what it is we want to talk to Full House fans, because it seems like, Full House is on so much now on television, and it's played so much around the world in over 100 countries now, that in some way everybody's kind of been touched by the show of a certain TV generation, and the show continues to kind of generate a new fan base every few years. So my idea was, every time I get together with the Full House cast, we sit and we reminisce and tell stories about what those dates were like, and some of the stories are really funny.
Cut it out! Man, I love that phrase! How did you invent it?
I actually stole Cut It Out from a friend of mine named Mark Sandrowski. But he's a big Hollywood director now, but when we were just coming up through high school, we did comedy at the high school level, and we were a comedy team at one point, and he had this Mark Schwab character where he would unbutton his shirt, and he would show one of his nipples to the audience, and he would go, hey, cut it out. And I said, I'm going to steal that. And so I stole it, and I did it on television, and it stuck. And the first show I did it on was on a show on Nickelodeon called Out of Control, and it kind of became the catchphrase and the hook for the whole show. And then I did it on Full House, and they said, hey, that was really funny. Do that again. So it follows me around everywhere I go. I mean, people get it wrong all the time. They'll come up and go, hey, dude, knock it around. What? What do you want?
All right, well, Dave, thank you very much for letting me interview you today. It was a pleasure.
This is the best interview I think you've ever done.
Oh, Dave, cut it out! Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Yeah, so then I walk up and I say, "Hey, you're going down, clown." Oh man, it was awesome. You really should have been there. Oh wait, sorry man. We're going live. Alright. I gotta let you go. Alright, bye. Cut it out. Duh. Where am I? Why is Dave Coulier here?